Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. Welcome to your moral science class. Today I am going to teach you moral science. Chapter number 1. The name of the chapter is Obedience. Do you know what is obedience? Always we are telling you that obey your elders, obey your parents, obey your grandparents, your teachers. We are telling you, what does this word obey means? Do you know? Obey or obedience means doing what I have been asked the first time, completely, joy, and without complaint. Okay, what things has been said to us to do, we are doing that things on time, without any complaint, and with a lots of joy, is known as obedience. When we will obey our parents, when we will obey our elders, definitely we will get success in our life, because our elders are always thinking good for us. Whatever things they are telling to us, definitely it is good for us, it is good for our future. So we should always obey our parents, we should always obey our elders. Suppose your parents have told you to do any work and unwillingly you are completing that work. You don't want to do that work. Anyhow you are completing unwillingly, you are completing that work. That is not obey, my dear. Obedience means what? Obedience means whatever work has been given to you, whatever work has been assigned to you, you are doing that work with a lots of joy. Okay, you are completing your work with a lots of joy and without any complaint. That is obedience. And when you will start to obey your elders, when you will start to obey your parents, then definitely you will get success in your life, and you will get a lots of blessings and a lots of love. Okay, obedience brings blessings. You will blessed by your parents, by your elders, by your teachers, and these blessings are very helpful in our entire life. Okay, blessings of our parents, blessings of our elders helps us in our life, in our whole life. These blessings help us. So when you will obey your parents, when you will obey your elders, you will get blessings and you will get success in your life. Obedience definition is an act or instance obeying. An act or instance obeying. Instance of obeying means what? Instance of obeying means the work which has been assigned to you, the work which has been given to you, you will do that work on time. Okay, that is the instance of obeying. If suppose I have given you any work, I have told you to do anything, and I have told you today and you will do it tomorrow or day after tomorrow, and anyhow you will complete it. That is not obedience, my dear. If anyone is going to give you any work, if anyone is telling you anything, at that time, if you are ready to do that work, that is called obedience. Or if anyone has told you that do this work, then you are replying that okay, I will do this. This is not obedience. If anyone has told you that do this work and you are ready, yes, just now, right now I am going to do this, from that time you are going to obey that things, that is called the obedience. That is the correct meaning of obedience. Okay, here in your book, page number 1 short notes about obedience is given over there, that obedience is following what is right, listening to what our parents and what our other in authority have to say, and doing it as best as we can. Now, what is obedience? Obedience is following what is right, or listening to our parents or other in authority. Other in authority means what? Other who are elder than us. They have to say that doing it as best as we can. We have to obey our parents, our teachers, the laws of country, and the religions. Okay, everything is important. Okay, not only to obey your parents, we should obey our teachers also. And laws of countries have been made for us only. These laws are very important, and we need to obey these laws. Then only we can the country can run, the government can run the country smoothly. If suppose people started not to obey the rules and regulations uh, which has been a lot assigned for us, then there will be disorder. Everywhere there will be disorder. So we need to obey our rules and regulations, all the rules and regulations of the country, laws of the country. These all things are related to obedience. Here in your book, one story is given over there on page number 2. Let us just read this story. What is the story about, and what this story tell us? What moral we are getting from this story? Let us read. This is very interesting story about the train that would not stay on the track. The name of the story is The Train That Would Not Stay on the Track. Let us see what's happened. Once upon a time, there was a train that was tired of staying on the track all the time. Okay, once upon a time, a train was there. Train is always moving on a track. So the train was very tired to staying on the same track. He became bored. It became bored, and it does not want to be on the same track. The train asked to itself that why should I run on the same track all the days of my life? Okay, what the train asked? The train asked that why should I run on the same track all the days of my life? You had better stay where you are, said the track. And the track told the train that you are where you are, be there only. This is the perfect place for you. Don't just try to move anywhere else. I was laid down here for you to run on, and you were made to run on me. What the track told to the train? That I am laid down here for you only, and you are made for run on this track only. Okay, so no need to move anywhere else, and don't try to move anywhere else. Everything would be better off in this world if we stay where we belong to. But the train would not listen. What the train told? That everything will be better, everything will be easy, the life will become easy when the things will be there only for where it has been made. Okay, the train is made for the track, and if train will move on the road, what will happen? We will read in this story. Okay, so what the track told, that everything would be better off in this world if we stay where we belong to. But the train would not listen. But train was not ready to listen anything. Train wants to move from its place. Then what train told? I am going to run on this track of the rest of my life. I am not going to run on this track for the rest of my life, said the train, and then jumped off the track and began to run along the road. What train did? That train told that I am not going to run on this track for my whole life. So I am going to move on the road, and by telling this train, the train jumped off the track and began to run along the road. Then what happened? Keep off the road, cried the automobiles. This road was made for us and not for train. Then automobiles are moving on the road. So automobile told train that keep off the road. This road is made for us, not for the trains. Off with all you, said the train. Then train replied that off with all of you. There's penalty of room on the road for all of us. Then train replied, when the automobiles told train that to leave this road is for us. Then the train replied, then why should I leave the road? Why should I off the road? This road is very big and there is lots of space for both of us. We both can run on it. It ran on and along the road, and it started to run on the road. It stopped next to the shops and the post offices for the letters and mail bags. If it can run out to the barns of the milk. Okay, then the train started to run on the road, and it started to stop near the shops, near the post office for the letters and for the milk bags, and for the mail bags, and for the barn of milk also. It started to stop place to place. Everyone was delighted. Everyone was very happy. Why they were happy? All the people were happy. Why? Because now it has become much easier that to load the goods on the train just next to their shop. Now they do not need to go to the railway station for just carrying the goods. They can easily, near their shop only, they can easily load the goods just next to their shop, rather than carrying everything down to the station. Earlier they need to move to the station to load the things, but now train is only stopping near their shop. So they all were very happy. They all were very delighted. But the train took so long that it never got the end of its trip. But now what happened? Train is moving only. It is stopping at the near the shops. It is loading the goods, and again it is moving only. It is not getting stopped anywhere. Then what happened? Now it has took a long time because train is not stopping anywhere. Train didn't get it end of the journey. So people waited for their letters, but the letter in the mail bags were so old that no one was interested to reading them. The milk had gone sour. People stopped loading their goods onto the train and began to send them by the trucks instead. Then what happened? People waited for the letters. People waited for their mail bags, but they are not getting it. The letters become too old, so they were not interested in reading it. Milks had gone sour also. So the people stopped to load the goods and began to send them by the trucks. There now, said the automobiles, no one is using you anymore. You should have stayed on your track as we told you. The road is not the place for you. Then the automobiles again told the train that you should have stayed on the track. Okay, this track is the proper place for you. The road is not place for you. But the train refused to go back on its track. And one day the train saw a horse running across the field. Then the train again thought that why should I stay on the road? Asked the train. What the horse is doing looks like a fun. He left the road and started running off the field. Okay. Then one day what happened? One day he saw a horse running on a field. Then he thought that it is a fun. What the horse is doing looks like a fun. So he left the road and started running off across the field. Then the horse cried that you should not come here. Keep this is my field. Keep off it. Then what the horse told him that you should not come here. This is my field and you should keep off it. Then what happened? Now about this story, we will continue this story in the next class. Okay. In next class, we will study that to what happened. We will read that what happened with the train at last. Okay. Till then, bye bye.